ready to finish the event. Oh, it's gonna be nice catching up. Just in time, right? Though I am so rooting for Zubayr. I hope he does well. So without further ado, who ya callin' pet? Ho ho ho! Zubayr's intentions now that he regained his missing memories. Well, he wants to return some treasures to the Knights more apparently. And then he also wants to hang out with Pepe some more because she reminds him of his older sister. So he's just fulfilling his duties, like a good boy. I hope he's gonna be able to explore some more before everything's finished though. Because if he's gonna be forced to, you know, take care of the treasure, at least let him have some walks. More walkies. Oh, fighting first thing. Who ya callin' pet? I really want to see the others as in their other like beast forms. And ooh, decisions. How do I want to do this? Oh wait, they're just exploding themselves? Okay, I see how it is. Oh, it's the running dudes. Oh no, it's the running dudes. Actually, no, it's fine. They don't give me fear. I'm just gonna beat them up. No worries. I ain't scared of no running dudes. Oh, this is not the ideal setup, but it is what it is for now. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, Myrtle, please help me. I want to put the others right over here. Yeah, like right here-ish. And then right here-ish. Actually, no, I should start focusing over here. Yes. Right here to help defend. Oh, one of them? I want to see Mio more. Well, I guess I got Mio. Ask and you shall receive. Oh my goodness, that was perfect timing. Hi, Mio. Oh wait, Jannie, can you just like not attack? Actually, no, you're attacking that. It's fine. Yeah, this is fine so far. No fear. And just in case, right over here. Mio looks like a pretty cat. Definitely does not look careless there. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh, this is great. Okay, go get him. Just a bit more. Nice. Another stage to farm.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Sorry, Effendi. I was in a hurry. Are you okay?
Well, I suppose nothing's broken. Were you off in such a hurry? Don't you know there's trouble? First, those metal constructs sent all the gems in the city to the Great Bazaar. Now they're tearing down houses and chasing us out of the bazaar.
The constructs are tearing down houses?
Yeah. There are flying stones and debris everywhere. Hey, why are you still going that way? Didn't you hear what I said?
I need to see what's going on.
What do you think you can do, girl? Hey, girl.
She'll be fine. No one's here. They're all gone. By Oraket. The streets usually bustling with people are now empty save for constructs moving in pairs or triplets. They raise their arms and houses turn to sand. From the fallen sand, tall pillars and walls emerge. Hello. Yikes, that almost hit me. Meow. Who was that? Meow. Huh? Where did this critter come from? Meow. Go. This is no place for you. Go, shoo. The animal is not daunted by her shooing and instead sits down to leisurely lick its own fur. A suspicious Pepe decides to go around it. As she takes a step, the animal looks up and gazes straight into Pepe's eyes. The first Aslan originates from Sargon, being the first Padishah and the great Aslan Shahanshah in Sargoni history, before the Aslans migrated into Victoria. Huh. In that instant, Pepe feels as though her feet have become nailed to the ground. But it is such a small animal. She gathers the courage to take another step forward. A deafening roar stops her. She feels her eardrums hurt. She cannot imagine the sound coming from a tiny animal that barely reaches her shins. She covers her ears and closes her eyes, wincing as a sound wave almost knocks her over. As her ears stop ringing, she feels a massive shadow descending upon her. Oh. Big cat. Pepe opens her eyes to see a formidable creature prowling in the middle of the street. Faint patterns with wondrous gleam, roving upon its sandy fur. Transfixed, she meets the beast's gaze and feels as though her very soul is being drawn into those golden eyes. Her breath and heartbeat seem to fall under its control, ready to seize its will. Unable to move a single muscle, she watches helplessly as the beast slowly approaches, its crimson maw parting. Hey, hello, hello. Today was decent, though I kinda derped after work. When I was shopping, I remembered most of the stuff I wanted. My original goal was to buy pillows for my bed, and then also some protein shake and milk. I got milk protein shake, some snacks, and I felt so satisfied. I'm like, ooh, look at all these snacks I got. And then on the way home, I'm like, wait a second, I forgot the pillows. Like, gosh darn itself, priorities. The love of food is too real. And swallows her whole. All goes dark. Well, good luck, Pepe. Yeah, I completely forgot about the pillows until I was almost back home. Like, oh my goodness, stupid self. So now I'm just sleeping without pillows. I like soft pillows, but then I keep on flattening them or I bite them. So I gotta get more every so often. Ooh, so Pepe's a distant relative to Vina in a sense. Cool. Food definitely is great. I got some salami and prosciutto with cheese. And yes, accidentally bite pillows and sleep. Like, sorry, pillows. Anat, acting curator of Barja Vandabad Museum. Yes, we are aware, but unfortunately, we do not have the resources. Our experts are being deployed across the city. We do not currently have the manpower to assess your losses. Of course, we value your sponsorship, but... Anat, acting curator of Varjavanabad Museum. No, we aren't able to offer any comment at this time. What? No, the museum is already on lockdown. No collection can leave the building. The museum has nothing to do with the constructs in the city. Hello? Ooh, that dial tone. Ooh, pozole. Oh, nice. Delicious. Tonight, I ate some of the prosciutto, or actually no, I ate the salami and cheese, and a little bit of salad. I'm gonna be healthy right now. Huh. Pepe's also just very small, so meal's probably not like extremely large. Anat, acting curator of Varjavandabad Museum. Sorry, we're getting a lot of sand and dust here. I assure you, on behalf of Varjavandabad Museum, that we will offer restoration services at the earliest opportunity. Appraisal? The contracts have built a statue in your garden and several pillars. May I have a description? Yes, the ornaments you described fit the traits of first-century art style. It had gone to decline prior to the founding of Minat Hamait, and many of its techniques are considered lost. I will send someone as soon as possible. Or not. Titi, can you go over? Do you think it's possible that the constructs can build, sculpt, and master techniques believed to be long lost? I don't want to, but looks like you have a bad feeling about it too. Which is why we need to see it to believe it. What is it, Titi? You said see it to believe it, right? Carried by the dry wind, sand creeps up like an overflowing river, covering the feet of fleeing passerby. Grains of sand gather before their eyes and form into shapes as though poured into invisible molds. Pillars and walls begin to rise in the streets. Oh yeah, and one thing today that kind of made me go, no, is that originally I wanted to go to con this year with my friend, but she messaged today apparently that one of her coworkers wrote over her vacation days. So I'm just like, oh no, please tell me you can still get those days off. Gosh darn it, if not. Like, what kind of person does that? So mean. Base reliefs and patterns imitating originium circuits, coupled with the worship of sundials and time, representative of the era when Lugal's Sargus's influence was at its strongest. Titi, now's not a good time. This might be the memory of the constructs. Can it even be counted as a form of restored artifact? But we didn't see any constructs nearby. Ooh, there they are. Oh, cute! Run! Where do they come from anyway? Questions later, Titi. You've gotta run faster than me and pull me along. Wait, we're done for if we run at my speed. Don't worry, you're running fast enough. Hang in there, try not to pass out, and let me observe them for a little longer. Oh, and don't look back. Probably not good for your heart to see them smashing the curator's favorite murals to pieces. What? The museum that the curator entrusted to me. The Padishah's favorite museum. It's all over. Have mercy on me, Shahanshah. Watch over me, exalted Lugars Sargus. Watch out. Great Horkat, I pray to you again. Allow your child to see your face again. I want to see the sunrise tomorrow. I want to see it shine once more on the museum. The babbling Anat trips and falls. Titi catches her just before her face hits the ground, but the two of them hear a loud noise. It sounds like a machine turning on. Narantuya, we finally found you. I know, right? Anat's adorable. I'm happy we get to keep her. But I also want Titi. Gosh darn it. We haven't heard from you since you bought us drinks last night. We were so worried. I haven't had a shut-eye in days, so I slept longer. What's there to worry about? Anyway, good timing. Give me a hand. Why are you still helping other people carry stuff? Shh. I'm not doing this for anyone else. It's for myself. This is obviously an old statue. Better to get something out of it than to just leave it on the streets. But Narantuya, isn't it made by one of the metal constructs? Huh? What metal constructs? Lay it out for me slowly. I might have slept too soundly last night and missed some headlines. I thought you were the sharp one, Narantuya. How could you have missed it? There are weird metal constructs all over the streets. Didn't they come at you? They're tearing houses apart, making walls and pillars out of sand, and grabbing gems. Maybe you should check? Everyone lost something last night, from onyx necklaces on their necks to astrolabes that simulate the moons and stars. Is that what happened to your hairpin? What? Where did my hairpin go? You got one thing right. I'm sharper than you. And I'm starting to feel like that something is off. Anyway, now that I have the intel, time to come up with a plan. Take off any gems you're wearing and hide them. If those metal constructs are robbers, then let them come from me first.
Join the fleeing crowds and get your smoke bombs ready.
But where do we go? Everyone else can hide in their homes or at least stay in hotels behind locked doors. Are we going back to the sewers?
No problem, I know the way. I'll help us find our sleeping bags. No, we're going back to the museum.
The museum? How could that place be safe when they'll hire people like me and Ajazi?
Think about it. Who are the experts on caravan routes, desert terrain, dune movement, bird and beast habits, and tribal faiths? Bandits, meaning us.
And hello. I am alright, at least I'm fed. I'm just a little forgetful for other stuff besides food. But it's okay, I know gacha and food, and that's good enough. I don't need anything else, really. Cries.
So, who are the experts on the dead folk coming back to life, ancient curses, and necromancy? The museum folks.
Makes sense.
I hear something. Perfect timing. I want to see what those metal constructs are all about. Alright, I get it now. Let's go.
Skedaddle. Are we practicing our escape?
No, this is the escape. Let's hope smoke bombs work in these things.
Ayy. She turns around, raises her hand, and prepares to pull the pin on the smoke bomb. Ooh! Suddenly, the streets grow quiet. The sound of marching machines disappears. All the metal constructs Narantuya can see slow down. They stop chasing them and gather around Narantuya. Calm and docile, they watch like tame bird and beast as Narantuya walks past them. And back.
What the hey?
Ah yes, what the hey?
Am I dreaming?
It's not a dream, Narantuya. I pinched myself just now, it hurt.
Thanks. Then I won't try myself. What's going on? Say, I saw a shadow of the river god the night before. Maybe it really did bless me.
Time for your Kagan quest.
I understand now. Ajani, go on to the museum without me.
What about you?
Divine duty. I need to find someone. The river god must have wanted me to act the hero, hence and show Aspasia that I'm the boss.
I wonder what Aspasia's doing.
Those who stand by me need no longer be enemies of your warriors. The jewel constructs are following the pact of the two human sovereigns 1,000 years ago. They recognize her blood. You're right, Zubayr. She is a descendant of Karandu Kagan.
Oh, so she is royalty. That is so funny. And hello. I lived today. I survived the rain. I survived the work. I kind of failed my shopping mission, but it's fine. Aspasia's wrist truly is immaculate, though.
Come, young Knights Mora, walk into the dream.
I'm also hoping that I'm still gonna be able to go to con this year. Worst case, I'll ask my bro. Because I don't think mom will let me go by myself. That's the saddest part. Or if I go by myself, I can't stay out super late. But I wanna stay out. Mother, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 entrances and 1 exit. Okay, that should be fine. Hey, hello. Ooh, what's for dinner? By the way, I got to Kamen Rider Double episode 36. And I also saw the specials with, like, Oyakodon. Dopant. Yes, mother, I want to go out and see the world. You should all bless me. Bless me with your dance. Bless me with a dance under the morning sun and the tapping of your scabbards. Oh right, I forgot you sold your swords. Then beat the pots and pans. Play the anvil like a drum with your pens. They say the roads of Minat Hamait are paved with jewels. Well, I'm heading for that road now. I know most of you will tell me to stop being delusional, but why can't I make it rich? Delulu is a Solulu. Why can't I buy us the best life? I have to try. And now desert.
Where am I?
Oh?
Oh, my departure ceremony. I must have danced myself dizzy. I give you my blessing, Narantuya. There's a caravan I know that regularly visits the City of Radiance. If you do make it there, seek them out. Ha. I knew you'd have some useful connections. One more friend, one less trouble. Thanks for the blessing.
Ooh, boneless pork chops made with... Ooh, seasoning and barbecue sauce. Oh, that sounds so good. I want more meat.
I'm still worried, Narantuya. About what? How many times have I told you? No one's going to get revenge on you when I'm gone. This has nothing to do with you. You chose to work for me and not Asim. Because I'm just that charming. Old Asim resents me for it and speaks ill of me everywhere he goes. But he's just being petty.
Ah yes, he's just jealous of you, Narantuya.
And those jealous haters had to band together and set me up. My fault I'm so lucky that I attract both gold and people. But you're the one I'm worried about, Narantuya. If you just wander into the desert with an empty satchel, what will you do when you can't find water or beasts? Huh? I know we somehow ended up poorer than we started, but I'm sure I at least have some coins or jerkies and preserved fruits. Why would you think that? Has anyone been starving without telling me? Who is it? I'll give them some coins right now.
Narantuya reaches into the purse at her waist. As her eyes slowly widen in disbelief, she unties the beast's hide pouch, turns it inside out, and begins shaking it. A few grains of sand fall into the endless desert.
Strange. I don't remember bumping into a beggar or a vagrant. Actually, I vaguely remember crossing paths with a few rich men. Narantuya, I thought it over, and I think I should teach you my secret to finding water in the desert. I don't have to worry about becoming a sacrificial tribute to a bandit chief anymore, so there's no need to keep this a secret any longer. Good. I like this blessing. The Sands can enjoy those lost coins then. I'm worried too, Narantuya. And what are you worried about? That I'll abduct another child slave from a caravan who replace you as most illiterate? I'm worried about the 2 black blades of yours. You haven't used or maintained them for a long time. It's precisely because maintenance is a chore that I avoid using these antiques. I much prefer modern materials and mechanical forging. Wait, where are my blades? And my dagger? And my supply of paralyzing toxins and spore casks?
I'm worried about your tendency to pick up new recruits, Narantuya. You'll be setting out alone. It's great if you could get some useful crew, but most of the time, it's people like me and Ajazi that you have to save.
Setting out alone? You girls aren't coming with me to the City of Radiance?
Favorite character for double? Philip. Oh, Philip. Though, I am also seeing the appeal of Ryu. But nah, Philip's still best boy. Sorry, Shotaro. But I gotta put Philip, then Ryu, then Shotaro. Oh, I feel so bad for Shotaro. Which is why the Ajazi and I worked for 2 months in a logging camp and threw all the coins we saved into the river. They say flows into the City of Radiance. I hope you will find them when the river floods and that your conquest goes smoothly.
Okay, I appreciate this blessing too, even though the rainforest is at the downstream of the river. Wait, did you say conquest? Yes, your conquest.
You're all set for it, right?
No, when did that happen? Come to think of it, I am indeed all by myself with nothing but the weapons from my parents right now. Meh. Pass on the city, I'm out.
The young knight's Mora turns and strides over to her burning beast pack. I like how she's just like, nah, I refuse. At the same moment, towering walls rise up from the sand. Each part of the piercing sunlight seems to be blocked off.
Where are my burden beasts? And my tent?
Narantuya rubs her eyes. As if trapped in a nightmare of her own making, her field of vision narrows until only one path remains. I wonder what her ancestors probably feeling right now. It's like, what happened to my great granddaughter? Step forth, prove your bravery, embark on your conquest. Just take a step. No way! This conquest is too scary. I'll die. Help! Strange. The metal constructs here are not moving. Someone's on the ground. Hello, can you hear me? Hold on, I'm on my way. Out of my way. What did you say? I was just lying on the ground and a giant beck beast had its paw on my head. I think it's a beck beast, but I failed to catch the creature before it vanished into the sand and dust. It's no wonder my head hurt while I was dreaming. There was a voice I heard making woo sounds. My face is fine though. Yes. Phew. How did you chase the beck beast away? I spent so long yelling at it in my dream with no luck. The situation was urgent, so I resorted to force. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? Sometimes violence is the solution. I knew you'd be reliable subordinates. Thanks a lot. Hey, hello. Hello, everyone. Wait, no. You're not a subordinate. We best be leaving. These constructs could start moving at any time. It's not safe here. Seems pretty safe to me. The river god presented me with a chance to prove my heroism, and I ended up falling asleep on the street. The dream was nice though, at least the first half of it. The streets are in chaos while you lay in the sands and had a good dream. Yep, I dreamed about my departure ceremony. Everyone was cheering me on. Even their beat was spot on. How nice it would be if my former subordinates were actually that supportive when I was setting out for Minat Hamait. I talked to a Jazzy and a Jannie briefly, after you left the hotel. They tell you most people think I'm delusional? They did. But consider this. If one has to eventually wake from one's dream, why not indulge in a bit of fantasy before that happens? Can't help but laugh. I get it. Delulu, I love... Sometimes, yeah, Delulu is a Solulu. It's fun. Perhaps there remains much of each other that we do not know. But for now, I'm simply glad to see you safe. Aspasia extends her hand to Narantuya. So, does it mean we're all good? Hold on. What's wrong, Ajani? Narantuya, help! The museum, it isn't safe at all. Uh-oh, what's going on in the museum, huh? Horaket has witnessed. Who's there? TT, did you say something? I heard something. I didn't, but I heard it too. No way. Can these artifacts talk? Why didn't they say anything before? Guardian of Eternity, please answer. Please answer. Please answer. Answer what? He who led the Outlanders to stride upon the earth, forsaking their ships from this domain, his legions, brandishing golden blades, shielded the reckless and inquisitive travelers. Bitter and sweet, his chalice did contain, drawn from those who traversed through his realm. In the sands beneath his feet rest bones and charred stones from the distant northwest. Tell me the name that people remember him by. A knot. I don't think they can actually talk, at least. They're not capable of conversation. They're just presenting riddles, like when you're prompted to enter a combination of numbers to open a safe. But what kind of complex riddle is this? The countdown has begun. 3 minutes remaining. Now I turn into a ticking time bomb. Wait a not. Calm down. Can you contact any of the museum staff? For? I think this might be a riddle about history. I remember now. What about that favorite book of yours? Terra, A Journey. Where is it? And oh, good night to you. Good night, sweet dreams. Titi, look up at the section on Bolivar's history for me, please. Here. You ask of Padishah Bayad, who agreed to establish the Iberia-Sargon Bolivar trade route, and subsequently brought in Bolivarian sugarcane and coffee beans. Corrupted by the land's blight, tiny skulls strung on leather tight, clanking with agony from their plight, hunted they are day and night. I know. Chapter 3, Beast of Terra. You ask of Sand Beast. There was a trend in 6th century Sargon to hunt sand beasts. The museum used to have strings of sand beast heads hung up to ward off evil, though we always knew it as a needless worship of nature. I love how she's just looking in the book for everything. I get it. But since you've witnessed that history, you should know that the real reason for hunting sand beasts was that a small number of them mutated from high concentration of local active originium, right? Oh yeah, not just those differences between Pepe and Narantuya. One wanting to follow the family tradition, one being a rebel, one being rich, one being poor, and one being tall, one being short. Okay, next construct and riddle, please. At the lake's bottom, the ruins dwell. Heirs of an old bloodline may fell, executed with blades that gleamed. They turned on their own, it seemed. I remember this one. Go to the end of the races of Terra. A riddle suited for archaeologists. There was an ancient settlement from 1,000 years ago where we found signs of group executions, but we excavated torture instruments made from modern alloy materials. You're right. The answer is written here. Patram, a race practically no one has seen, are those who inherited unique smelting and forging techniques from the olden times. Okay, next question. The construct's riddles are solved as the pages turn, and they gradually settle down. How many questions are they asking? Holy cow. They stop in a circle around Anat like a group of silent listeners. Anat recalls the moment right before she gave her first speech. Titi taught her to imagine the audience as museum artifacts to calm her nerves. Just keep talking about the things you know and are true or not. Phew, this is taboo to say, but the Sarkas did indeed set foot in Sargon once. We still don't know the full extent of their ancient curse. Come to think of it, this is how you've inspired me. Huh? You mean the curse? No, I used to not get it. Sargon's written history dates back to when other nations were still in their primitive states. When you left Sargon to explore these lands, I wondered what more you hoped to learn. That's why I chose to read Terra, A Journey. I saw within our limited time on this land that we held too many misunderstandings and prejudices. The greatest show of bravery we can perform is to expend our finite lives on our search through the infinity of time. Yeah, we're no actual guardians of eternity, so there's no way we can experience everything ourselves. Speaking of which, if you ever get the chance, would you become an immortal like Zubayr and witness ancient history with your own eyes? Actually, I've been thinking, if these constructs are using history riddles to verify if they are worthy of controlling them, then what was the world that activated this verification mode of theirs? And what exactly was their creator thinking when they chose this command word, Raket? Yes, Narantia, who is tall stature, who oozes confidence and charisma at first glance, but actually she is cautious and easily scared. Then there's Pepe, who has a small stature but has the confidence of the very pyramids of Sargons, shining brightly as the golden sands. Basically, the complete opposites. It's dark. Where am I? Plus seeing the beasts that went after them. They even got different beasts too. Pepe got the cat, Narantuya got the doggo. I'm in the monster's belly. I can hear the wind. Phew. What's up ahead? A lake in the desert? An emerald lake lies in the center of the golden sands. The palm trees by its shore sway in the gentle breeze, creating the rustling sound Pepe heard earlier. A boy is half submerged in the water. After a moment, he suddenly sits up with a beautiful golden fin in hand. He holds the fin with both hands and carefully makes his way towards Pepe. Kid, do you know? Look at my catch, sister. Sister? Who are you calling sister? What are you talking about? Father says he plans to bury Mother here in her hometown. He also wants to erect a beautiful tomb for her with a pretty pond full of lotuses. I will leave this golden fin in that pond and it will keep Mother company for me. What's that got to do with me? Sister? Stop calling me that. You don't look anything like my brother. Father, we'll continue with this expedition. Mother's departure will not stop him. He asked us if we wish to stay here, follow him eastward. What are you talking about, boy? I can't make sense of what you're saying. I like how she's not even willing to play along with this. She's just like, nah. There's no delusions here. I wish to follow Father to the east, to see and conquer lands farther away than here. Come with me, sister. Bring your reed pen and papyrus. You will see many sights worth recording, and I shall accomplish great undertakings as Father has. I will become the protagonist of your writings. Let's go together, sister. Hey, little guy. I'll have to pass. I'll follow you and Father Zubayr. Who? Pepe turns her head and sees a girl holding a white lotus, with a similar golden lotus on her forehead, sparkling in the sun. The decoration reminds Pepe of something, and she lightly touches her own head. At that moment, the sun seems to make her head spin. End of the sands. I wish we could see what they look like. Little Zubayr. That must have been adorable. Okay, for now this placement is good. I think. Yeah, good enough for now. Yeah, right there. And then I'll start preparing here, yeah. This is fine. Bejeweled slab defender. Oh, fancy. Wait, this way, yeah. Actually, no, I derped. Oops. I'm just gonna redo it. I don't like that. The Isekai belly. Okay, I'm ready to fight again. Rematch. Okay, I got this. This'll be fine. Redemption. Okay, still same placement because I have problems. Or similar placement, but not exactly. Okay. I got it this time. This is fine. So right there. And then next I will put out Wiz. Yep, so far so good. Oops, I can't see. There, now I can see. And then right there. Okay, way better. So far, so good. Oh no, he's suffering. Take a healer. Nope, too late. Oh, my bad. Poor Silver Ash, he went down. You know, I'll just keep her alive for now, why not? And over here... Susie, help us! Actually, let's help out over here too. Now this is fine. Okay, no need for them. And that way. Pepe, do thing. Oh yeah, so far so good now. I'll redo the fight later to make a better farming thing, but for now, this is fine. Okay. Bunk. Let's just get rid of the land. The green floor. And now Susie, do thing, please. Ta-da! No fear. Now where did I end up this time? Waterfall? Pepe sees the same boy by the waterfall with his head down, watching something. She quickens her steps in a bid to get the boy to notice her, and realizes she's grown taller and more mature since she last saw him. Oh, good for her growing taller. The boy has become a young man. Okay, enough. I don't care who you are. Just let me leave. You're hurt? Your face. Oh, there he is. Aw. Don't worry, sister. Most of the blood is the enemy's. Dang, brother. The battlefield was more complicated than I expected. But they were no match for me. I won. Where are we right now? In the belly of a beast. Literally. Pepe got eaten. Zubayr, I went to a temple in the Arsalan rainforest and got a blessed amulet for you. I pray it can protect you from harm. I'm not afraid of wounds, sister. These scars prove I've grown. Pepe looks down and spots a long sword lying horizontally by the half-kneeling youth. Several streams of fresh blood flow from the sword down to the nearby pool, dyeing the water pink. Pepe turns her head and sees a girl behind her with a gentle smile on her face, but also concern in her eyes. She turns back only to find the scenery around her has changed once again. Within the rainforest, the youth holds up a dagger, turning it over as he inspects it. Congratulations! You'll be leading Father's garrison from tomorrow. This is a job you dreamed of, so why do you seem so unhappy? I don't know either. The commander's dagger is too light compared to the work and suffering I went through for it. What about you, sister? Are you not glad for me? No, Zubayr. I'll only be glad when you are too. The books you spent countless days and nights on, did you find anything? Zubayr, Sargon's history extends past what we can imagine, and we lack a complete record on in our manuscripts. I plan to compile a volume that records past events that have been missed or omitted, hopefully. Hopefully it will be complete. Hopefully it will complete the account of Sargon's history. That will be a thick book. There are so many people you need to include. Father has agreed to my idea, and has promised to help me. Very nice. I see we both achieved what we wanted. Pepe watches the boy sheath his dagger as he smiles at his sister. Where am I this time? When does this one take place? Zubayr, why do you seem upset? The Kurans from the East has changed Father into a much different man. All these years, Father has remained stoic, even in the face of uprisings and challenges from various tribes. Time and time again, he would reorganize his troops and fly his banners. When Father sliced his enemies apart with his sword, even the warm blood that spurted from their necks could not melt that cold gaze behind his mask. But the night's Mora, when Father fought him, I could almost see sparks, not just from the clashing weapons, but also in his eyes. And oh wait, I gotta check my messages. It's for my school work group. Let me check that real quick. We got feedback. Okay, please have a response by Thursday. Okay. I'll write down can do. Thank you for the update. Thumbs up emoji. Okay, all good. Now back to the story, yay!
But that night's Mora, when father fought him, I could almost see sparks, not just in their clashing weapons, but also in his eyes.
Shin Ultraman. I saw the Ultraman movie that's on top of Netflix, the animated one. That one was cute. And then I forget which one I saw on top of YouTube. It was a live action one.
I've never seen him look at anyone with such fervor.
Zubayr, I can sense it. Our father's passion for our country has long since faded. I heard some worrying news. Father plans to invite Karandu Kagan down south to wage war against those invisible foes. You're going with them, are you not?
Those strange enemies have already been encroaching on our land, bit by bit.
The Shah. You're both children of the Shah. As she follows a youth's gaze towards the far horizon, the distant land suddenly gets pulled right before her. This must be a fun interactive movie for Pepe. Pepe sees a barren desert devoid of green as her eyelids are buffeted by sand. The fallen hotlands. What happened? How are you feeling, Zubayr?
I'm fine, sister.
I'll need to remove your bandages to apply the medicine. Bear with me. I'll be quick.
It's alright, I feel no pain.
How can that be? When they carried you here, your entire body was charred. What should I do, Zubayr? Father is missing and you're the only kid I have left. Brother is taking the throne, but we do not share the same mother. Your military achievements have already made him wary.
That historian. Is he treating you well?
Yes, with his help. The volume is already half done. Perhaps I could manage to see it complete within my lifetime.
Careful not to overwork yourself.
It is my promise to Father. Even if I fail to complete it, the child within me will continue my work. One day, it will recount everything that has happened here to future generations. Oh, so technically Zubayr might just be Pepe's great uncle. In a way. It will be a bridge across the vastness of time, connecting the readers with those recorded over the great river of time.
I hear they plan to build a cenotaph for father.
Yes.
Before he left, father confided in me about the trove filled with the land's treasures. He instructed me to reveal its location only to the descendants of the Knights Mora.
Brother will not be happy when he learns of this.
Sister, you chose to record father's every word and action to memorialize his departure, while I chose to protect everything he left behind. Father has only just left, and already war rages among the western tribes. I must go and quell the unrest.
But how? How will you go in your current condition?
A gemstone artisan from Arsalan told me he could preserve my consciousness into the gemstones inscribed with special circuits. The craftsmen who create the Zaidan are also willing to build me a new body.
Did you already decide on this before telling me about it, Zubayr?
Sister, I do not wish to be bed-bound forever.
Zubayr, I only wish for you to be happy and nothing more. Promise me you'll never forget this.
I promise.
Where am I? So dark. Is anyone here? Well, why can't I talk? Drat, I can't move at all. My limbs are all bound by so tightly. Are you ready? I'm about to remove the brain. Brain? Administer more sedative. His pulse is still beating rather rapidly, and I need him to be calm. Are you talking about my brain? Oh, now it's becoming an interactive theater, even more so. A cover is lifted and light pours in. Pepe finds herself lying in the center of a stone platform. People around her come and go as they apply sticky, pungent medicine, tightly wrapping her body within linen, constricting her attempts at movement. Her observations are cut short with an old man. When an old man walks towards her with a small knife in his hand, Pepe would have panicked, but the sedative starts to take effect. She feels something holding her head down, and the tiny blade inches towards her forehead. Is this what Zubayr went through? When they transferred his consciousness, he was still alive. That is terrifying. I hope he didn't feel pain from that, because oh no. Is it over? Is this what you want to show me, Zubayr?
This is only the beginning.
Tell me, what else did you go through?
After quelling the rebellions of my brother, I bade farewell to my sister and ventured into the desert. Here, I stood guardian over the treasure father entrusted to me, awaiting the arrival of a Knight's Mora descendant. Yet through the long centuries of change, the Knight's Moran have forgotten father's promise to Karandu Kagan. They never came, even when I was vanquished and sealed beneath the sands.
And you spent nearly 1,000 years just waiting here?
I've witnessed lives come into being and pass away, cities rise and fall. With prosperity comes decline, and with life comes death, and inevitability for all. And with each end comes a new beginning, the cycle repeating endlessly. Father was right, everything that transpires is but a continued time loop, and the future is not but a repetition of the past. And ooh, my door open. Meat! Wait, is it hot? Ow. Oh, that's pretty good.
I was given a bite of hamburger steak, just a single bite.
I wasn't given any of the rice,
so I just have meat in my mouth. Oh, that is tasty. That is very, very tasty. I want more. But afterwards. Okay, swallowed, so I'll continue.
I began to hate myself for choosing to become eternal. I wished to forget, but my sophisticated memory system prevented me from doing so. I kept my experiences fresh and vivid in my mind, every detail distinctly clear. Pepe, you once told me that you wished to become one who remembers history, both written and unrecorded. You wished to witness the truth behind the history with your own eyes. But that comes with a price, Pepe.
Tell me, Zubayr, in your long life, even with the unbearable suffering you've been through, did you ever consider forgetting your father or sister?
Never.
That's my answer too. We should remember the things that shouldn't be forgotten, even if they bring us pain.
Very good.
I'm back. There's no gigantic, ferocious beast, moist rainforest, or scorching sandstorm. In the middle of the street sits only a small animal casually licking its fur. Why did you bring me inside Zubayr's memories? It was a test for you. You could only see him if you passed it. Was he the one talking to me inside the illusion? No, that was actually me, though the question was indeed his. Hey, hello, welcome. So, there's Narantuya, who's trying to avoid her conquest still, and then there's Pepe learning more about Zubayr's past, and yeah, I got a piece of meat. I was fed one little bite of hamburger steak. It's so tasty. I want more. I hope there's gonna be more for me. Unless that's my one bite, just one and done. And in that case, whatever. It's okay. Did I pass? You failed, so just run back. So just run off back to wherever you came from, little girl. He seemed pretty satisfied with my answer, though. No, you just imagined it. I have to see him. He's the one who started the unrest in the city, so only he can stop it. Besides, he's the only one who can help me reach the City of Gold, so I can't miss this last chance. Silly girl, do you think the historian of Shar Agade is a good thing? You serve at the hand of the Shah and Shah, and so your tongue is cut out to ensure you can never speak his secrets. You read only what the Shah and Shah wants written. You're no longer yourself, only a gilded mouthpiece. Is this what you want, foolish girl? Where'd you learn all that? The City of Gold isn't a place some random animal can wander into. Foolish girl, my first human pet was Lugal's Zargu's own daughter. I saw with my own eyes when that poor girl had her tongue cut out by her very brother. Ugh. Ah. I wonder if it really is still like that in the city. If it's still like that, then oh no. Maybe things got better. Or else, oh, poor Pepe's bro. What?
Enough, Mio. She has passed Zubayr's test. Speak no more and let her pass. He awaits you at the second last house, in the third alley from here. Remember this. Once you enter, knock thrice on the left door, then push the right door open. You will see him there.
Insolent cur. She didn't pass the test. Why did you tell her?
She passed the test, Mio. Enough of this.
She did not, if I say so. She failed. You fool. Do you want this girl to... Release me!
Our mission is complete. Let's go.
Wolf grabs Mio by the scruff and disappears down the alley, leaving behind only drag marks. Phew. Third alley, second last house. Knock thrice on the left door. Holy cow, that sounds like a terrible time for Zubayr's sister, guys. Tongue cut out, and then forced to only write certain things. It's like, I wanted to record history in its entirety. What do you mean I gotta censor it? And also have tongue cut out. No! And then open the right.
We meet again, Pepe.
Question. Would I found you if I didn't follow the instructions exactly?
Actually, you would have found me no matter which door you opened. The key is whether you truly wish to meet me.
Zubayr, I've come here with a hammer.
Do you tend to intimidate me with force?
I can't promise I won't use it. We don't have much time left, so just answer my questions, truthfully.
Ask your questions, Pepe. I will answer them I will answer them faithfully. Not out of fear, but because it is my choice.
Ooh, mystery box. Free copies? Ooh, I like that. Have you found the fourth gemstone?
Yes, someone was keeping it safe for me. Their family passed it down through the generations, waiting for the day I would awaken and return.
Did you decide to destroy the entire city the moment you got it? The whole place is in chaos because of the jewel constructs.
Pepe, I apologize for what is happening in the city, but I have to do it. My duty compels me.
The duty. Oh, the duty. Super harsh scorching heat, yet once a lush rainforest. Oh, that's sad. If only could have stayed nice like that. 725 pulls were done and about a 0.67% chance. Oh, Dang. Fourth deliver. We go into the night, awake and alert, for duty and obligation. Are your memories related to your duties complete?
Indeed.
So where's the Shao's treasure trove?
Right below our feet, underneath the city of Minat Hamait. You could say the city was founded by, and is prosperous because of the infinite treasures left behind by father. When he left us, I had his cenotaph built in the deepest reach of his trove, so that it may also serve as his tomb. For centuries, they kept digging underground, and every artifact or treasure they found in the mausoleum became fuel for the city. This is my fault, but it is not too late. There is still a chance to stop it, as they have yet to dig into its depths, for the treasure that mustn't be touched by the wrong hands.
What is that exactly?
Patience, Pepe. I was just about to show you.
A beam of sunlight pierces through the window, illuminating the floor beside Zubayr's feet. He raises his staff high, and suddenly a strong wind stirs from nowhere. The sistrum chimes as it jingles. Pepe hears Zubayr hum a tune that feels familiar, though its cryptic lyrics elude her understanding. She then feels the ground beneath her feet soften, her ankles sinking into a flowing sea of sand. As Zubayr finishes his tune, he plunges the staff into the ground. In an instant, sand and dust swirl wildly, enveloping them both until they vanish. Water. Bring some water. Hurry. Your curator spoke too much and is having a heat stroke. Bad news. Majeti Keti, Hanim. I'm afraid the museum hasn't had running water for a while now.
Or to be more precise, sand is pouring out of the taps. Can't even stop it.
Do you work here? I don't recognize you. A lot has happened then. It seems like 1,000 years ago everyone was just interacting with each other. And then look at how it is now. No wait, sand. Pouring from the taps?
Yep, by the way. We met your staff at the entrance and he asked me to pass on this leave request and a bunch of books. It was unclear where he was headed. The river water is too muddy to be used, and all the nearby water channels are full of nothing but sand. And all of these happened while we made our way here, as quickly as a rising tide. Talk about a flood festival, only it's sand. Hey, Hanim. Why did you turn so quiet? Bad time to make witty comments, I see.
Not wake up, hurry. We're going to die.
You've only just realized that? After everything that's happened today? Majeti Ketsi, Hanim. Could you explain what's going on?
To put it simply, if every gym in the city can be removed from its place, then the ones used for water purification are no exception. If too many of them are removed, the water purification system will stop working, changing the internal pressure and causing sand to intrude. If this happens, the constructs will have an endless supply of sand to build their pillars and walls, ruining the city. Also, Titi, I'm worried about something worse. Such a sudden pressure change will almost certainly damage the city's ancient underground river canal system. I didn't want to mention it for fear of it coming true. Now I'm really scared of this city.
Go on. What happens when the underground canals are damaged?
A large volume of water will seep out and loosen the sand, forming quicksand. The whole city will sink underground, and the modern materials of the constructs can't use will be buried down deep in the earth. And this is just speculation, but the constructs have been building their pillars and walls for a specific reason. They're trying to recreate the way the place looked in their memories. We, along with centuries of urban landscape, will be buried beneath the sands.
Ugh.
Do you need me to elaborate further?
Nah, I got you. If the city sinks underneath the sand, everyone dies, including my crew. We're royally screwed. So there's only one path I can take to keep them safe, yes?
Time for the Kagan quest? Farewell to the past. Ooh, lots of entrances and just 2 exits. No fear. Yeah, this will be fine. I am excited. I'm using team as is so I can just auto-fight if I need to.
Welcome, Pepe.
Is this a Shaw's treasure trove? It looks so much like the museum.
Your instincts are correct. Parts of the city felt familiar, even before my memories returned. I believe its architects may have been inspired by the mausoleum.
What lies you, Zubayr? Ooh. The oil lamps on the wall light up, illuminating the hall with rays that meander through the mirror, smooth walls and pillars. Countless ghostly shadows appear in an orderly procession in the hall. So the treasure in the Shaw's trove was... himself? Was he a narcissist? I love Pepe's first reaction, like, what? That was the treasure? I am so disappointed. Look at this narcissist.
Of course not. My sister missed father after he was gone, and she had me preserve his visage here. 1,000 years ago, historians preserved the words and deeds of my father using ancient technology they discovered, allowing him to appear in a way. I found something similar in Arsalan. It showed me an image of the Shah in a crystal cave.
I found something similar in Arsalan. It showed me an image of the Shah in a crystal cave.
I left it as such. I thought a descendant of a Knight's Mora would find it and follow the trail.
You hid it too well, Zubayr. No one else could have found it.
I hid it. I built a massive temple on top of it.
I guess it didn't stand the test of time. All I found were some ruins.
But it guided you here, where you awakened me. That is the wonder of time. What seemed trivial at the moment, by fate. Could by fate and coincidence cause a puzzle piece to fall perfectly into place.
There was even images of the Shah without his mask. Arsalan wasn't the only site I've seen images like this. When I was little, while playing hide and seek, my brother and I stumbled upon a chamber where the dead lay in their sarcophagi. I knew I would have to come into contact with these things eventually, but it was too much for a child of my age. In a panic, I accidentally activated a mechanism, and an image of the Shah appeared. At the time, I didn't know who he was. Just some ghost trying to communicate with me. He told me those sarcophagi were history buried in the sand. When those from the future dig them up, they will serve as a bridge across the vastness of time, bringing history and the present together over the great river of time.
I remember the saying. It's what father said to comfort my sister when our mother passed away. I remember what he said to my sister after she became historian. You must not let escape what made those heroes so. Each history has its reverse face. So you've heard it. It was the last thing the image said. I've never forgotten. Wow, he left a lot of messages. Looking upon the image of Lugos Zargus, Pepe cannot help but feel a sense of absurdity. You know what I'm wondering? Do you think he was actually that tall, or do you think the image is just boosting his height? Because it'd be hilarious if he actually started off that tall, and look at his descendant, Pepe. Not even half his size. She had spent so much time wondering what the Shah's treasure trove held. Now though, she realizes that she's been chasing shadow after shadow. She holds her hammer tight, fighting back the urge to swing it and drive away the visages. But what she fears more is the notion that perhaps her family's duty and legacy are nothing more than shadows too. Majetiketi, Hanim. I've contacted all your staff in the directory. Anyone else crazy enough to come? I'm not sure. A lot of the answers are very vague. Oh, that is so nice! Pinging when it's an hour for maintenance. That is sweet. Thank you.
Get a few more bottles of water for a knot, please. At once. Majeti Keti Hanim. Brave souls like Azaja and Inaja are hard to come by. We only have a couple of hours a knot. The best thing we could ask of them is to make a run for it outside the city. Sorry, Titi, but I'm busy comparing the city survey records and I don't have time to think about that. But you know why I stayed. The same reason as you. Duty. What about the two tourists, though? They have nothing to do with Zubayr's reanimation. And same, I want Titi. Like, come on, Titi, join us. They don't even have much to do with the city. But now we're asking them to go into the sewers, do the most dangerous investigation, and try to block the sand from surging in. Which is why I must do my best, so that their courage isn't wasted. I'll rub your ears. Thank you, Titi. I needed that. Look, this construction logbook mentions unusual geological structures. I'll mark them down. See, Titi? I never managed to publish my research on Zubayr, and no one will ever know about our explorations of the subterranean structure of the city. Will Father be disappointed that I die without leaving my name behind? Blame Pepe. Our dear princess was just too good at her job. Lazvar Effendi? I apologize, esteemed overseer, but the museum is not in a position to offer hospitality during this emergency.
Please. No need for formalities. I'm no longer an overseer, just a humble craftsman, free again at last.
The museum cannot guarantee your safety this time. We must advise you to leave the city center as soon as possible. By any means possible.
After I handed everything over, I stood before the following sands with Zubayr Effendi for a while.
You saw him?
I saw him attempt to repair one clay statue after another using arts, but eventually he stopped and said to me, "Such is our duty." I understand. Duty is what we uphold to the very end, without ever asking why. To whatever end. What can I do to save the city?
Yay, another party member. Oh, though, for a not most terrifying first week on the job, basically.
Alright, it's time to show my leadership skills. Soon, you'll realize that you should have listened to me and stayed in the museum to protect the others. We'll end up where we started if we turn left here. What the heck is going on? This hasn't happened before in all my time in these sewers. Let me just say that I've never gotten lost while leading my crew. This isn't an indicator of my incompetence. I didn't say it was, perhaps. These winding passages were designed to confuse your sense of direction. I overheard part of the conversation as the museum curators were pursuing the survey records. They believe these old sewers are just a small part of the city's underground structures, and they might be able to deduce a path to the deeper levels through historical records. They'd been assisting an archaeologist, trying to find clues that may lead to the site known as the treasure trove in ancient documents. If the former site of another massive building really is hidden underneath the city. A treasure trove? Forget I said anything. You don't seem afraid. Afraid of what? Isn't our job to find the sand leak and close the gate to the section? If the gate's broken, we'll just seal it with the boards that we're carrying. There's a good chance that we won't find it. Well, that would be a shame, since the city is getting buried in the sand after if we fell. But we'll be the first to see the sand rushing up from deep down, and we may have time to call the museum and warn them to run. We'll be dead for sure, of course. Wait, is that why you insisted on coming to the sewers? Because it's dangerous, and you need to be at the front of it?
Narantuya, Aspasia, do you hear me?
Yeah, we're together.
We found a clue. Listen carefully and you should find Lazvar's clockwork foul beasts. They're machines that resemble blue foul beasts. We've estimated a few possible locations for the deep level structures. If you can create an opening in the wall, the clockwork foul beast can fly down and gather information. With enough information, we should be able to find exactly where the sand is rushing in. But there is one caveat. The clockwork foul beasts are unable to perform heavier tasks like toggling switches and plugging gaps. You'll have to go into danger. At the very least, I believe in Aspasia for the danger. If we gotta fight Zubayr, I hope it's gonna be in good fun. And not to destroy him. I like Zubayr. I'm rooting for him.
You must have seen in the memories that I showed you. The circlet you're wearing is the same as my sister's.
It was passed down through the family. I wonder why my family was so obsessed with recording the Shah and Shah's history. Father had no answer. He simply said it was our inherent duty. But now I see the answer is so simple. It is out of a daughter's longing for her father.
My sister always believed that he would return someday. She never saw that day, and I never got the chance to say goodbye to her. All I had left for company after my sister's death was my father's shadows. Leave your obsession with the city of gold behind, Pepe. I know how to seal consciousness into a gem, and how to build a body that never decays. You have life eternal to experience, to discover, to record.
I'm sorry, Zubayr. I can't replace your sister and keep you company. I have a younger brother myself. He's a historian of Shar Agade.
A shame. It is hardly an honor. They know too much that cannot be put to paper. My foolish brother wanted the historians to document history to his liking, and so he forced my sister to send one of her twin sons into the palace.
1,000 years later, coercion has become honor. The sovereign of beasts said all historians would have their tongues cut out. Is that true?
I do not know the ways of the current Shah and Shah, but it is a proven way to keep a secret.
I need to go to the City of Gold and find him, no matter what.
I knew it. Then leave, Pepe.
No, not yet. I can't leave the city to its fate. I can't allow the constructs to continue wreaking havoc in the city. Spare the city. As you said, the most precious treasures have not been defiled.
I cannot stop Pepe, even if I wanted to. In our lives, we go through many choices, big and small. One links to another, carving out unique circuits for all of us amidst infinite branching paths. My oaths to father and sister have been etched as circuits, preserved for all eternity upon these gems. I can never defy them. Never.
Then tell me how to stop the constructs, Zubayr.
I've already told you the answer. The rest is up to you, Pepe. Catch me if you can, like the invading armies so many centuries ago.
I do think it's cute how Zubayr offered Pepe, like, well, I remember how to become immortal. If you want to join me, you know, I can help you out, girl.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you since talking to Ajazi and Jannie the other day. Man, this is a hard rock. I hope we have enough time. What do they say?
A blue clockwork Fileby circles overhead, urging them to dig through the stone bricks before them. Aspasia is glad that everything is going smoothly. She has only one more task before embarking on the path, if it indeed exists.
I learned why you thirst for wealth. You feel like you owe your past crew. Oh? When did they start? The night we fled out for our lives? Or the time when I gave away all the treasures? After you left, I heard many stories from Ajazi and Ajani, how they struggled to use saws properly while logging, often breaking them with brute force. How they tried their hand at bookkeeping but messed up the records. How someone slaughtered their last burden beast with a knife, then sold the knife to buy a pot to treat everyone to a feast. Word about his cooking spread, and he opened a food stall in the market. Customers flocked to his stall till this very day. How someone wrote a novel based on their time as a desert bandit and became published in the local paper. The latest chapters feature your gang traveling back in time to fight for the Shah's throne.
I want to read that book. That sounds fun. And also go to that one restaurant.
Most of your old crew have a house and don't need to migrate with the seasons. If they fix their roofs in time, they won't even leak during the monsoon season. I'd say they're all doing rather well. Of course I know that. I respect you, but I don't think you owe them anything. Just as you don't have to save an entire city just to save a Jazzy and a Jannie. You should get out, go back to see them, then put down your burden, your duty, and start moving forward again.
A speech is interrupted by the rumbling of the sliding boulder. The pair seem to have stumbled upon one of the mechanisms of the ancient maze. The etched brick retreats into the walls of the canal, and they hear the sound of falling a few seconds later. The entire wall begins to collapse, but as Anat said, what lies beyond is not sand. Pitch-black darkness indicates that they are staring at the interior of a massive structure. There is no path in front of them. The sound of quicksand is clearly audible from deeper in, as though there is a raging river deep in the abyss. A river from which there is no return. Ooh! The pair throw down their pickaxes and draw their weapons at exactly the same time. Oh my. Kicking up a cloud of dust, they face off less than 10 paces apart.
What are you doing? Stopping you from jumping down. Wasn't I the one who had to stop you just now? Been wanting to say this. If you came to die, I can't let you go any further. I thought you'd be better than those two stooges, but it turns out you need me to save you too. I told you. You don't have to carry this burden. You've got it wrong. I just want to go down and see for myself. Besides, no one can do it better than me, that's all. I want a mountain of gold, even if I didn't care about letting my crew live a better life. I'm just greedy, plain and simple. In our lives, we go through many choices, big and small. You call it duty, I prefer to call it my choice. This is who I am. Right then, you're a trained fighter who won't walk into a knife. Well, things are about to get real this time. Don't get mad. I have nothing but sincere gratitude towards you, Narantuya. I need not fear a duel with you. I didn't dare believe my heart because I made an oath to my family about blood and violence, about war being the most just form of violation. But you've shown me how resolved the heart can be. Perhaps there is something to be said about the convictions of the Sargonians. My choices make me who I am, from this day. Hey, wait for me to finish. Her vision goes black. A black blade fan sweeps past her eyes. She blinks just once, but the only light source has already gone out. She knows that Narantuya has two black knives. They're equipped with special mechanisms that cannot be unsheathed directly. Yet in the instant, all she recalls is the Kuranta elders, known as the Knights Mora, were known for their relentless marching day and night, devouring the sun at high noon. She charges at where her counterpart should be, relying on her memory, and comes up empty. I love how they're just fighting because they're like, I want to protect you. No, I want to protect you. They're just rizzing each other up. Oh, that is hilarious. And oh, that'd be cute, a little chibi model. And comes up empty. A little slate of sand. A little slate of sand. A simple mirage of Origini Marts. Who said anything about winning the fight? All I need to do is jump first. Embraced by darkness and illusion, Narantuya takes a step back. Wait, Narantuya. This is not a fair duel. Another silver medal for you. Are you serious, Zubayr? You're instructing me to attack you and moving like the wind at the same time. Give up, Pepe. I told you it's futile. You can never touch me, no matter how hard you swing that hammer of yours.
Humph, I'll show you.
Are you trying to break the support beams to limit my movements? Again, it's futile.
The broken columns and the floor are quickly repaired by sand, leaving no trace of damage. Pepe goes through illusion after illusion, seeking Zubayr. Whenever she catches a glimpse, however, he soon disappears behind more illusions, and is once again nowhere to be seen.
Focus, Pepe.
Did you know, Zubayr? Before I turned 14, the doctor said I was a frail girl who would never lift a heavy hammer like this.
Quite the difference. The way you're swinging it, despite your diminutive figure.
I trained under Sargon's top strongman so that I could penetrate the deserts and jungles and discover long-lost ancient ruins. By the age of 17, I could cross the vast desert on my own and fight off a dozen bandits at the same time. Dang, Pepe.
That alone is not enough, Pepe.
I think that's impressive. I'm not trying to prove myself to you. I'm just telling you, there's never been anything I couldn't do if I put my mind to it. No matter how hard, how out of reach, as long as I mean it, I can do it. Instead of whack-a-mole, let's whack a Zubayr.
You hold this impression because you've only lived 22 years. I'd cut down countless foes with my sword when I fought under my father's banner. Their screams filled me with confidence. I believed that there was nothing I couldn't acquire, nothing I couldn't do, given enough time. Little did I know that my greatest enemy was time itself.
A golden flash and Pepe feels an intense pain from her ankle before she could turn around. The staff is much heavier than expected. You got this, Pepe.
You must be faster, Pepe. It is etched upon my gem circuit that everyone who violates my father's tomb must die. Your attacks have begun to anger it. It is urging me to put an end to it all.
You should not have played this game with me, Zubayr.
This is not a game, Pepe.
No, it is.
You close your eyes.
Nothing but darkness. Pepe knows that her eyes aren't fast enough and will only hold her back. She could never catch her agile brother when playing hide-and-seek in the garden. He was like a slippery fin. Until one day she closed her eyes and realized that she could hear every footstep her brother made on the stone tiles. I'm ready, sis. Come look for me. He's right behind me. Why aren't you coming? If I turn around quick enough...
Why'd you close your eyes? Are you admitting defeat?
I can catch him. Mustering all her might, Pepe turns around and swings her hammer. Sure enough, she hears the sound of shattering. Yay! Got him! Now he can rest. Go sleep. Go sleep, Zubayr. Rest well, my dude. Okay, right here seems good for place down. Ugh, these dudes. Keep preparing myself good. Oh no, what is he planning? Ooh, I hate that with a burning passion, sir. Can you just, like, not do that? Please and thank you. Just no, man. Okay, right here. I'll bring out a healer soon. Sooner than later, please. 60. Feeling good. Feeling very good. Except, the rash also needs a healer. So, I think right here seems good. Yeah, this is fine so far. Oh, ew, I didn't realize there was some others that way. Actually, wait, there's no fear there. Yeah, that should be fine. Plush doll. Oh, it sounds cute. I'm gonna hope that our girl Susie can get him. Oh my goodness, I hate him with a burning passion. Oh, this is gonna be annoying as heck. It's okay though. No fear. Zubayr, can you just like not? What's the number above their heads? Their cost to deploy them? Tank A. But nah, I believe in the power of brute force, totally. For real though, Mud Rock please. Oh shoot, they're actually getting that way. Whoops. No! No escaping! How dare ye! I ain't afraid of the green tiles at least. Oh no, bro. Teehee. Oh, those little dinosaur thingies. Man, they're so cute. They're too cute. Okay. First try. Pepe opens her eyes and sees Zubayr's sistrum, inches away from breaking her neck in half. Meanwhile, her hammer is pressured against Zubayr's chest, leaving a long crack in the gem in his chest.
Congratulations, Pepe. You did it. I could never beat my big sister when we played hide and seek. Some things never change, even after so many centuries.
The gem in your chest.
This time, I think it's beyond repair.
What will happen to you if it's completely shattered?
Eternal peace.
You'll die.
Yes, I will. As your ancestor, may I ask you a favor of you, Pepe?
What favor?
Can you take me into the gem?
It's hollow? I thought it was just decorative.
No, there's something there that belongs to me, and me alone. Thanks to them, I could say that all my years I spent guarding this place were not entirely for the sake of others. Some of those days belong to me.
I'll help you up. Hey though, at least if she puts him in a gem, she can take him around adventuring. Good for Zubayr, right? He got what he wanted. Adventure time. Yay! Freedom, happiness, hanging out with sister, and ooh, more food. Oh. This time cereal. Can I just have one more bite? Please. Just one more. Thank you. Okay, chewed and swallowed. Chocolate cereal. Yummy. That's my dessert.
Careful, Pepe. This vessel's heavy. But I'll be freed of it soon. Yes, stand beneath it.
Pepe held Zubayr into the middle of the hall, underneath the massive gem. The light and shadows dance, as the massive gem draws all the illumination in the room towards its base, converging at its tip. Though it should be blinding, Pepe feels like she's being wrapped in a warm, gentle currents. Now I wonder if Naruto is gonna make it into the treasure trove. Or maybe she will right now.
I see it. Young Knights Mora. This is your own dream. Go forward. Huh? This feels familiar. As if the back piece is stepping on my head again. Hmm? Hey, Nuts, where am I? Aspasia, do you hear me? Should have known. The comm's broken.
She sits up underneath the black Beckby statue. The sound of water flowing echoes through the empty hall. A massive crystal hangs in the dome, and its light reveals numerous images of people like reflections in water.
Isn't it the shadow I was chasing by the river the other night? Are these shadows what the people of the city see year after year?
One of the figures stops before her. Naruto seems to recognize the red hair and the haughty demeanor of the figure looking down at her. The figure turns around and walks through the closed door at the end of the hall.
Your hair is pretty red, but I had to see your back to guess that you may be someone I knew. After all, the Knights more I know all run hard on their paths, never stopping to turn around. What do they say? May those who need them find them as the waters rise. You're the shadows that only appear when the water rises, aren't you? Well, I need to find the leak right now. I'll count on you this once.
The floor trembles and the sound of falling water grows louder. Naruto steps through the flooded hall, running towards the armored figure.
This is...
On the other side of the door is neither another maze, passage, nor flowing sand. Through a crack in the door, she could see treasures piled up like a mountain, glowing with a radiance that 1,000 years could not dull. But she does not even have time to exclaim. A massive fissure appears in the floor, and the entire underground structure of the city trembles violently. The hiss of rapidly flowing sand is louder than ever. Beneath the city and right under her feet, a colossal vortex of quicksand forms.
Come on, that's the leak I'm supposed to plug.
Ooh! I never thought that the insides of this large gem would be anything like this.
Do you see the platform in the middle? It may be hard to see, but it's there in the center.
It's dazzling, but I should be able to feel my way. Ouch! No chance I was going to see that step.
Be careful. There are 3 more.
I found the platform. There's a gem on it. What do I do next?
Could you take the gem from the platform and put it inside me?
Water is seeping in.
The structural integrity of the trove has been compromised by quicksand. River water is gushing in.
That means this place will soon be submerged.
The river will wash away all. Place the gem in my chest.
What does the last gem represent?
Emotions. It is my emotions. The centuries of solitude proved too hard to endure, and I had to part ways with most of my emotions.
Your gem is broken. Putting this in won't help.
I know, I just want to depart from this realm as a human.
You've always been human.
Thank you. About the City of Gold. There was something that I wanted to tell you.
Go on. Come on, say it.
Never mind.
What? Huh? Zubayr.
Let go, Pepe. You must let me go.
As the water rises above Zubayr's face, the broken gem in his chest is shattered and washed away by the surging current. His chest grows empty, but his eyes are filled with contentment. He closes his eyes and sinks into the water with a smile on his face. Pepe holds him by his shoulder, feeling him grow lighter. She realizes that it is not the water that's making him lighter. Golden liquid flows through the gaps in her fingers. It is Zubayr's body, melting away in the water. She instinctively tries to grab Zubayr, but what is left of his shoulder dissipates at the force. Before long, Pepe alone remains in the water, watching as the golden current flows into the distance, carrying the white lotus flowers. May you guide his soul to rest, Rocket. Good night, Zubayr. Except, I want to know what you're gonna say, come on. Like, about the Golden City, never mind. Hey, come on, dude. That is a tease. Water pours down. Naruto remembers trying to catch an entire rain with the bottles in her pack when she was little. Later she learned that rain and drought are simply part of the cycle of life. Her tribe migrates with the weather atop their burden beasts. They cannot and need not carry so much water in their bags. Another tremor sends the structure beneath their feet close to collapsing. Both the sturdy door and the trove, gold coins clatter against each other, their luring clinks echoing the sounds of her dreams.
Wish I could tell those two kitties in the museum that the hole big enough to sink a city isn't going to be plugged by a few planks.
And oh, good night to you, good night, sweet dreams. Naruto remembers how she dreamed about it. If she truly owned a mountain of gold, real gold, not the gilded iron ingots that the lords Amir smelt, or the empty checks they write, the first thing she would do is dance on top of it. That way, all the treasure will be captivated by her, and never leave her again.
Well then, let's dance.
Naruto backs off a little bit, and lifts a black Beckby statue. Then she charges at the seemingly indestructible door.
Open up!
Slowly, the door opens to her shout, and she glimpses a corner of the mountain of gold through the gap. The mountain of gold begins to collapse as the structure tilts further and further. Treasures beyond reckoning spill out, further widening the fissure as they crash onto the floor. Ooh! Water crashing down from above mixes with gold and sand, distorting the walls under its pressure, and turning the massive treasure pile into a glittering waterfall. The knight more nimbly throws her knife and grabs onto the rope attached. Like an elegant dancer, she swings through the air, watching as the mountain of gold cascades into the shimmering deluge. She throws her head back and laughs.
It's not quite how I envisioned it, but I knew I wasn't delusional. I really made this city of radiance and struck gold. Honestly, how many in all of Sargon's history have enough gold to make it rain like a waterfall? I'll remember the sea of gold, just as I'll remember that what I desire, I shall have. I'll amass more gold, and I'll make it rain once more. When the day comes, the deserts of Sargon will remember my name. That is my choice.
The glittering begins to dim as the gold falls through the fissure and into the vortex. Goodbye, treasure. Well, the roiling sands begin to calm. The sunken treasure has filled the fissure, staunching the quicksand.
Sargon swearing, wait a minute. One less piece of treasure or two wouldn't have made a difference, right? Why didn't I at least take one home?
Missed opportunity as a souvenir. Goodbye, Zubayr. Huh, so the trove collapsed when its guardian died. Makes sense. So where am I? And how am I supposed to swim myself out when you're gone with the water? No. Water presses at her chest. Rising above her eyes, still gently whirling, dragging her even deeper. I feel so sad. Heck, it kind of reminds me of, like right now, the potential missed opportunities inside of Star Rail. I'm tempted to take the 100, but no, I'm going all in. I'm pulling an adventure and I'm hoping at least get the 600 one of these times. So far I got 50. She feels everything grow dark around her. Then someone grabs her hand.
Guess luck is on my side after all. One last piece of treasure to take home.
Narantuya got the one she was looking for. Like, yes! I wanted to kidnap her from the beginning. Perfect! Has it stopped?
Yes, curator or not, sand isn't coming out of the taps anymore.
Neither is water. Maybe it's just clogged. Maybe things...
Don't worry, the jewel constructs have stopped moving. No sign of energy from the originium circuits. It may never wake up again.
You were carrying that little pet of yours?
I trust Pepe.
Well, we done what we could.
The chaos in the city has indeed stopped, but we can't be sure if it's over for good.
Yes, we're still anxious. We all owe your friend a great debt of gratitude. I promise that I will honor her deeds and Pepe's in my report. That their names will be known throughout the City of Radiance and immortalized in the history books for prosperity. I don't mind being known throughout the city, but I'd rather not be immortalized in the history books until I'm actually dead. The way they met, though, like for reals.
Narantuya? Hey, give me a hand with this girl here.
Pepe?
She probably would have been done for if I hadn't come across her while swimming out. I kept swimming up and ended up here.
You look awful. Where's Zubayr? Pepe turns her gaze into the pool next to her. May you guide his soul to rest, Horoket. Let time flow from again. Let us all move forward once more. Hey, I almost drowned. Of course my face and lips are going to be a little blue. Never mind that. Let me see my accomplishments. The sand's gone from the city, right? And the water's clean now? Right now? Oh, cute! How did your face get so dirty when you've been inside the museum all this time? Come, let's wash away the dirt. No, getting away from the rain is the main reason why I don't do field work.
Looks like I saved quite a few lives today. But I guess none of these kitties are competent enough to be my subordinates. What does a competent subordinate look like in the mind of that Carranza? Well...
See, I told you Narantuya would be fine. She wouldn't have just left us here. Sit down, Jannie. The fountain's shaky and it'll fall over if we both stand up at the same time. It's my turn to stand up now.
Perhaps someone who fears nothing like yourself.
You too, TT. It's such a fine and sunny day, isn't it? Cute. Oh, look at that medal. Chant. And now Crossroads, new journey. Each go their separate paths in a city that is no less radiant after the turmoil. So without further ado... Okay, now I want to manifest something. Like, it'd be wonderful if someone were to bring me tea or instant coffee or something like that. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. I wish. I just got lucky with that one piece of hamburger steak. And those 2 bites of cereal. Come on, family. You know you want to send me another... another snack. Or at least a drink. Oh well.
What a shame that my garden was only half ruined. This is my opportunity to give it a makeover, but the remaining sculptures and plants got in the way. Repairs are almost complete though. Would you like to visit? I appreciate the offer, but I'm afraid I must decline for the time being. My gem collection is in disarray, and I need to have each piece appraised individually to restore my centuries-old collection room.
So about the damage to the museum, I'll cover it up. If it doesn't work, I'll charm Father with reason and sweet talk. Either way, he will persuade the sponsors. And the museum's special new collection? Don't worry, I'll explain it in my letter. I don't think Father will allow you to display the ancient architecture that the jewel constructs recreated, though. I understand. The first duty of the museum is not to display the history, but to preserve it. And that includes ensuring that what should remain unseen remains unseen. Thank you, Pepe. I can finally sleep well tonight. I'm the one who should thank you. You and Titi helped me out, helped me find the gem. We made a historical discovery and... Narantuya?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. All the museum's talks got me bored, that's all.
I apologize. I invited you here because we wanted to express our gratitude. Regarding your request to include give Ajazi and Ajani special treatment written into the museum rules, we're currently fulfilling it in a more subtle manner. What are those? Some kind of clay figurines? No, 2 new members of the museum staff.
Two stooges who will still go to work even if it's hot enough to melt roads.
I will instruct everyone to take good care of them before resigning my post as acting curator. I still can't believe it, Anat. Are you really giving up your job? I suppose Father won't be happy with my decision. For as long as I can remember, I've watched the city through the window. If it were a book, I think I finally finished it. Its history, its past, its deeply buried secrets, which would have remained hidden if not for adventurers like you charging headlong into them. The revelation for her duty to be a historian. At least it helps with the salty feelings. I feel like it's probably more relief rather than bad feelings of, oh, so that's what we were doing. That was a family tradition, oh. More like, okay, so that's how it was. Oh, I don't gotta be jealous anymore. But uh-oh, now I gotta save bro. Little brubba, don't get your tongue cut out. Amazing, isn't it? It's only been 2 days, but the city is still already mostly restored to its former state. There's still a lot of repair work to do on the houses, and the cracked roads will need to be paved again. But the water supply is clean again.
Of course. The river always flows.
Yes, the river always flows no matter how many cities turn to sand, and how many more are built upon it. The waters will carry away all. In the face of eternity, it's more of a certainty than a choice. But eternity has no meaning. Well, like Titi said, it's not such a bad thing for a museum to have an outlandish exhibition once in a while. Ha, that I agree. You know, before coming here, I really did imagine going on a heart-racing adventure. The city looks great considering all that happened. Of course, it's nothing like what we've been through, just a battle of wits and courage with someone who's after my gems. Pity no one would actually do that to me. Such a shame. Ha ha. Yeah, what a pity no one would do that. Actually, there's one more thing I'd like to ask Pepe. You know I'm a huge fan of Dr. Ericsson's. Now that my research on Zubayr is scrapped, I want to see other places on Terra, just like Dr. Ericsson did. I want to compile what I see in letters and send them to him. I want to become pen pals with him. Hey, that's a good reason to leave the museum. But you faint from heat stroke just by standing too long in the city garden. Shouldn't you get some physical training if you want to do field work? That's what I want to ask you, Pepe. Can I travel across Terra in an air-conditioned vehicle? If only. Camera.
Sorry, Narantuya. We want to go further with you before saying goodbye. But we can't be skipping work if we're aiming for Employee of the Month at the museum. Plus, this camcorder is really fun.
Shut up. This videotape is a gift for Narantuya. It's something she'll always carry with her, so be serious. Hey Narantuya, we'll throw gold coins into the river if we really miss you. I heard the river that flows through the city will reach the ends of the lands, so you can find our gold coins no matter where you go.
Johnny is right. I must point out that this river does not flow to Minos. let alone the ends of lands. You didn't have to say it out loud, you know. Plus, I'm not planning to go all the way to the ends of the lands. Speaking of which, have you decided to abandon them and walk the conquest alone? I didn't abandon them. The two studios have finally found where they belong. I couldn't stick to any of the conquest rules before. Now I can at least travel around on my own and conveniently call it my conquest. Saves some effort, doesn't it? I suspected you were a Knight's Mora on more than one occasion, but I thought it wasn't something you wanted to talk about. I didn't talk about it because there was nothing to talk about. Besides, wouldn't it suck if people remembered me as a Knight's Mora had not been my name Narantuya? Where does your conquest end? According to tradition, the conquest ends at home, but I can't go home because some things I did a long time ago. Home? Yeah, most people consider the location of their chosen trial to be their destination. But a conquest doesn't end until you complete your trial and return home alive. That's the hardest part. A lot of people just keep going further and further away. I don't like to make things difficult for me. Maybe. I'll call it a day once I find my next subordinate.
Yeah, the secondhand store.
I wish you a smooth journey. What about you? Have you had your fill of the museum these few days? Majeti Keti Hanim has kindly granted me access to parts of the collection, not open to the public. But the more I see, the more acutely I become aware of the gaps in my knowledge and the history of Minos. There's nothing more I can do here after helping them with the write-ups for the renovated Minoan exhibit. I will bring photographs of the collections to Minos and share them with experts. Hopefully, they'll be able to prove the existence of competitive philosophical debates in ancient Minos. After that, I might take the goblet back home. Oh, speaking of which, I have a present for you. The convoy will depart soon. Take this and flee. I mean, go back to Minos. Farewell, friend.
Cute. Narantuya turns around and, with confident strides, walks away from the setting sun. As anticipated, she hears Aspasia's exclamation a moment later.
That's the museum's goblet. Shh. Just say thank you and leave with the stuff as quickly as you can.
I like that. She just nabbed it.
Don't ask questions. Thank you. You really won't ask? I don't have to, remember? Thank you, Narantuya. It has been a most rewarding trip. Cheers.
The convoy rings its bells, a signal for departure. Narantuya waves her hand without turning back.
With my golden blessing, you better win a gold medal. Speaking of rewards, a whole month of hard work and all I had to show for was a goblet. I guess there was something else too. I don't remember. It's okay, it's my choice. I chose this. It's just a cup made of gold. There must be so many more waiting for me.
Poor Narantuya. Lazvar, won't you let me perform it for you just this once before you leave? I promise I'll swallow your clockwork toy and spit it out whole again without the slightest bite mark.
It's not as if I could stop you if you really wanted to. Go on. I'm curious if it will grow some real feathers. Mio just misses you, that's all. No need to let its antics delay you. Everyone knows the rules of the trading post well now. The Grand Bazaar will select a new overseer, or create a new order. You can leave without worry. Do you really feel reluctant to part even when your existence is practically eternal?
Of course. This is the gem trading post of the City of Radiance. I only ever pick the best place to live.
You could try keeping a real pet. Not sovereigns like beasts like Mio and I, or clockwork fall beasts. Sure.
Successful merchants keep special pets. The minimum standard for you is an albino fowl beast or a rainbow fin at least 3 meters long, understood?
Come, let me pet you.
Pet, pet, pet. Ooh, belts. Seemingly reluctant, Mio jumps onto the table and in front of the human, lowering its head and tucks its tail. Purrs. Adorable. Farewell, little human. Farewell. At least Mio has Woof. Sometime later, it opens its eyes again, searching that no one is watching. Its shadow grows to a size far exceeding that of a regular cloud beast. Are you still staying here then? Zubayr has found his final rest. The descendant of the Shah has learned the truth of the trove. Those whispers that echo throughout time. And you took the night's more to see the treasure, didn't you?
She had proven her courage by jumping into the waterway depths. Therefore, I had fulfilled my promise to Zubayr.
Then I suppose all their promises have been fulfilled, now that Zubayr has passed on. Those of the present, and those of 1,000 years ago. The city no longer has anything to do with the promises we first made.
But I will stay, for the city is still alive. I promise to protect the dead, so that they may live again.
I thought you would miss the city of gold.
The city that is now silent, it needs us no longer.
True. It's as if the entire city has its tongue cut out by the Shansha. I don't like it. But unlike you, I'm going to see it for myself. Alright, give me the list of sponsors to visit. Take inventory of, of these collections. I'll arrange the repairs later. Hold on. Don't send this to the natural exhibits. It's not amber. Don't you see the fragment of a jewel construct inside? Just set this aside. Consider it part of my personal collection. Hey, little cloud beast. Lazvar's right. Let me touch your fur. See what comes out of your mouth this time. Yeah. Ooh, just what I wanted. What? Yes, I'm talking. I designate you as my keeper. Understood? Oh, cute! TT wins. I'm happy for her. She liked Mio for the longest time. And now the cat distribution center has finally reached her. Good for you, TT. I like that. Wait, she's gonna actually go to the City of Gold as well? Oh, I thought she was gonna stay with TT. Then I'm kind of worried what Mio will do there. I designate you as my keeper, understood? From now on, I tell you where to go. 6 months later. Ooh, time skip. You've got a visitor, Pepe. One moment, just writing the concluding remarks. You've been getting an endless stream of visitors since our essay on Zubayr caught the attention of academia and media. I can decline the requests if they're bothering you. Ooh, good night, good night, good night. Sweet dreams. Have a nice rest. No, it's okay, I can meet them. I want this essay to reach more people. I want all of Sargon to know Zubayr better. I'll bring her in then. Hello, madam. Who are you? Your steps are light, Hanim Effendi. I heard the rattling of your accessories, but not a single footstep. Ah, the honored house of historians. The heir not chosen. Pardon me, but you're... I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I am the herald of the Shansha. I hereby convey to you His Majesty the Shansha's gratitude and appreciation for your invaluable contributions to the history of Sargon. I also bring forth the Shansha's decree. Hatshepsut, His Majesty awaits your presence in Shar Agade so that he may hear of your exploits in Manat Hamait. In your own words. Kindly make ready and depart without delay. His Majesty eagerly anticipates your arrival. Ooh! Okay, I can't wait for the next one then. If the city has a manticores, oh, it's so exciting! Oh, yay! Hey there, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went by well. Oh my goodness, though. I want to see the city of gold. Holy cow! This was a fun event. It really was good. Now I haven't claimed my... Not yet, so let me claim it real quick. Yeah.
こんにちは。ペペに言われてきました。オフィスから飛び出して旅に出る決心がついたら、ここに来て
Dev Kyobi?
ドクターという方を訪ねるといいよとのことなので。
Do I have leveled up though? No.
どんなドクターかまでは聞いてなくて。
Hello, hello.
ただ、会えばわかるからってあの子が。
Oh, she's so cute. Yobi will be in the Dungeon Meshi collab. Ooh, fun. The event was great. I feel so bad for Zubayr though. I wish he could have went on a few more journeys to the city. Also, I want to know what he was gonna say to Pepe before he was just like, you know what, forget it. Me. Like, sheesh. She has an operating record as well as a short records in the archives. Okay. I can always read those before the Dungeon Meshi collab. And now don't mind me just buying some stuff in the shop. Before I forget, I gotta farm so much. First thing I bought were these because I had problems. I wanted to make a fancy room. I did some pulls. I got Pepe. Part of me kinda wants Narantuya, but at the same time, Dungeon Meshi collab. I need to stay strong. And no question? Beef and credit. I'm just gonna stare at this. You know, I'm tempted. How bad will this be? How is my next week looking for me? Well, weekends are already booked for a while. And for weekdays, Thursdays are never good anymore because of school. Nighttime classes, woohoo! I know I wanna continue more Fate Grand Order, I kinda have to. I've been neglecting it, the main story. And then I do wanna do Star Rail. If can. Ooh, you also got Pepe. Oh, yeah, the feels. It's like Narantuya, you're so tempting. But Dungeon Meshi, hopefully she just spooks us. So she'll just be in the general pool, right? So there's hope in the world. And oh, how's this gonna look? Actually, there's no uh-oh here. What am I talking about? Silly me? This is fine. Or this is not fine. I derped. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Fine. No fear. Oh man. Well, I should've just made, you know, a blockade, but silly me decided, no, I'm choosing violence. I'm not even finished with part 1 of the current Lost Belt. All the other gacha games, events have to get priority just because they're limited. And okay, this is fine so far. Yeah, no fear. Except I feel fear, never mind, I feel fear. Whoops. I will just do that later. That never happened. The rest of my energy goes to getting the shop first. Woohoo! Wait, not that. Yeah, it just goes right here. You know, I need more of these. I only have 25. So yeah, that's where all my energy goes for the rest of the night. There, lots and lots of sanity potions. Woohoo! Well, based on this event, all of the civilizations communicated a lot more back then versus right now, so... And they even traveled a lot more. So not entirely sure what to expect based on everyone's interactions. Cause it's a lot. And yeah, I'm honestly not sure why Finding Paradise keeps on crashing. None of the other games have been crashing. Everything's up to date. I updated my graphics card. I updated my Asus. I also checked out OBS is updated. All additional updates have been done, so... In theory, the game shouldn't have been crashing. But I'm just gonna have to save. I just gotta make sure to save every so often. And then there's no fear for finding Paradise. Then I will actually find Paradise. I know, regarding the upcoming events. Dear. Yeah. Blue stacks. Ooh, I almost forgot that one guy almost got through. Just staring at this. Yeah, I gotta redo this later. But for now, it's okay. It's just chaos. Actually, no, I think just keep this as is. It looks silly. But should be fine, maybe? Oh yeah, this seems decent so far. Reinstalling. Oh, that is pain. There will be... After Dungeon Meshi, there's gonna be 2 intermezzi events. Ooh, Ermengarde. And then Vina. Ooh, Vina event. Oh man. I hope she's gonna be nice. Oh, gotcha gods, please be kind. Too many good banners. Ah, this year is brutal. This truly is a brutal year for gacha. Good luck to all of us. Truly the greatest of luck to all of us. Oh yeah, I'm glad that Pepe came home. A lot faster than Wizardell did. And if not, I'll know. Yeah. Ermengarde gained a special thing. After I find Paradise, it's gonna be time to go to an imposter factory and take a happy normal vacation to the beach. Ooh, it'd actually be a happy normal vacation. And I'm excited for the beach episode. Beach episodes are always fun. Ooh, the drama again of that one little placement. But oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's all good. Oh, another suggestion for inbuild? I just realized it's nice how I used Mudrock against Zubayr to an extent. Because he was broken with a hammer, Pepe's hammer, but instead, in my game, teehee, a different hammer. But a hammer nonetheless. So it all works out. Good job, team. So far, so good. Actually, I'm not gonna even redo this. I think it's fine to keep it as is. If it hasn't had an error in all this time, that means it's fine. Yeah, we talked about Aurora. Operator files. Good. Though at the same time, it's fine reading those offline. At least people... At least those aren't like too huge, or... Not necessarily huge, but... To help keep track, I feel like I'd have to use the ones in my game though, not your game, just because to keep track of like which ones you actually went through, kind of. But there's no way to check or keep track of that honestly, yeah. When I think about it, I'm like, wait a second, silly me. It's not gonna say you've already read this or didn't read this. So... Ooh, that's the unfortunate part. But at least there's the integrated strategies and... those other little story parts and events. And main story. The operator files, debatable. Because there'd have to be like a certain order to them, I feel like. Or just treat them like interludes to an extent as well. So for the operator records in general, that can just be a maybe. Because I feel like also most of the ones that I did read, I just read on the off time. So it's like, whoopsies. But oh well. And oh cool, it's only 9:22 p.m. Holy cow! It's amazingly early! Oh, what a nice feeling! Oh, okay. Like Serter and Angelina, when going into their part in the Sami integrated strategies. Okay, that makes sense then. Like if it ties into that kind of stuff, yeah, that makes sense. And yep, 9 p.m. Super early. Early to me since I sleep at like 3 a.m. So cool. That also means there's a chance that there probably might be hamburger still left. Hamburger steak. Because I think the hamburger steak came around, like what, an hour ago? No, not from Alaska. Hawaii. UTC -10. Does Alaska have the same time zone? I never looked that up. So cool. I know, right? Oh, they're -3 hours. Yeah, there's a difference. Cool though. Yeah, for next week, we're sure Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order, probably more. Probably continuing Girls Frontline 2's main story, since I'm gonna finish the event tomorrow. Unless a new event appears in that game, then... well, event becomes priority. After I finish finding Paradise inside of... on Friday, hopefully, this Friday. I gotta go to... what is it called? The Imposter Factory. Which chapter of Girls Frontline 2 am I on? I think I'm on chapter 4, maybe? I didn't get super far in. I know I should have gotten further, but... I'm just like... I wanna play the story while on stream, so I gotta behave. I'm resisting. Even though I know the current event's technically a spoiler, but whatever. It's okay. I already got spoiled by events in Nikke. Like, it's fine. Also, you're in chapter 5 and place this release. Hey, I think that's pretty good though. Decently further. At the very least, I can say that I've been doing my dailies. So... semi-prepared. Oh wait, shoot! I forgot. Okay, I also gotta maybe do... wait, maybe Vagrant Order, Girls Frontline 2, and Honkai Star Rail. I am so bad. I still gotta do the current arc. Especially since I summoned the Herta. And I even summoned her Leiko last night. Oh, I almost forgot about that while I was playing the game earlier today. I'm like... hee hee hee, the Herta, let me just raise her. Starting to raise her more. Do. Okay, so that's gonna be next week then. Fate Grand Order, Girls Frontline 2, Honkai Star Rail, Imposter Factory, and then for the weekend the Sonic that I will continue, and then also Dokapon Kingdom for continuation. Yeah, that seems pretty good then. Until after I'm finishing the To the Moon series anyways. Because after I finish the To the Moon series, I have one more day. So that's gonna... hopefully that game's gonna be a 2-time game or 3-time game at the most. And we'll find out. But yay. Not too bad at all. Thinking everything should be fine anyways. Ooh, almost done using the energy. Come on, team, you got this. Go get him. Just 2 more. 1 more. And done. Yay. Good job, team. Look at you doing a thing. Okay, since I have 10 energy, I'll leave it at that since it'll replenish by morning time. Good amount of sanity used. I'll hop off and then just see if there's any more hamburger steak. It should still be out at this hour. I doubt they put away the food that early, and if they did... Gosh darn it. Sucks to suck for me. So that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I shall see you guys later. Bye bye.